It's week 5 of the NFL, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Jaguars and the Jets, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their minus 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Ready up. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Decent 24.
34-yard line.
ETN up the middle. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3rd down and 1.
Hey, run. Red.
They'll run with ETN. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Let's go.
They'll run with ETN. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. ETN will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Jaguars at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
The key for them, generating offense and finding a way to put the ball in the end zone. I mean, you get held under 10 points in your last game. Very hard to win in the NFL. Frankly, it's very hard to win in any league scoring that few points.
Hey. Here we go.
Lawrence Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Lawrence will throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Think right.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Think right, open. Go.
Now Lawrence. He'll find Gabriel Davis. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over.
On red.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin with an AFC South matchup in Indianapolis as Houston is in town. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. It's C.J. Stroud with 3. Count them. 3 touchdown passes. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jaden Daniels has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On play action, Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch. Just the Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming, and he'll get this to the 32.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Straight ahead, Etienne. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now Lawrence. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Here we go.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, hey, hey.
Here's a give to Etienne. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Did they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Etienne once more. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Rip, 23.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Jaguars, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss, and they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.